Hello, welcome back to Cooking with Chris. This week I'm going to show you how to make sausages. I know it's not something that all of you will be able to do because you won't have the equipment, but I've been asked by quite a few of my friends how I make them, and it's just of general interest. So anyway, please watch along and I'll see you in a minute. When you're making sausages, hygiene is paramount. You have to make sure you really keep everything very clean. I'm putting the auger into the machine and then I put the blade in, and I'm going to start off with a 16mm bit to go in here, and that's to get the mince to come out quite large first of all. You change it to a smaller mincer after, and once it's all assembled, give the rest of it a good spray, and then you can't have any problems with germs later on. This is shoulder of pork, and you cut off the fat cap because you can't include the skin in there. And then once you've got the skin off, what you want to do is try to get as much of the fat off of the back of the skin as possible, because you need fat in the mix. So I'm scraping all the fat off, and I will then include that when I put the fresh meat in. Cut this into slices that's manageable for the mincer. This is a 3 horsepower mincer, so it's quite powerful and you can get large slices in at a time. So put everything in the bowl, and the reason I do this, make my own sausages, is I prefer the taste of them. The shop bought ones were all getting a bit boring. Now, as you can see, this really whizzes through it quickly. You can't get your fingers caught because you've got this space in between that will only allow you to put the stick in. There you can see it comes out fairly quickly. I've got 3 kilos of meat here, and it gets through it really fast. Now once that's done, I'll change the blade and I'll put on a 6mm bit that will get it down to a much finer stage. This wide stage like this you can use for doing stuff like salami, and you can cure your own salami as well as just doing ordinary sausages, and that's the size you want for a salami. But the smaller sausages that we all love to eat is usually minced down to about 6mm. So next thing, put the smaller piece on, and you can see it's a lot finer. And then after that, before we run it through, we then put this mince into a bowl, and this is called Pinhead Rusk. That's the Cumberland spice mix. And then I put in a little bit of extra white pepper because I like this to have a little bit of a bite in it. You can adjust it to what you want. Give it a good mix around to get all the ingredients together. And then once that's done, you need to add in some ice cold water. Has to be ice cold. Got to keep all the temperatures down on this, otherwise there's a risk of bacteria. You have to work quite fast all the way through this process. And then the consistency that you want is almost runny, but not too much. I'll show you this in a minute and you'll see what it looks like. There you are. So there, the meat goes in, and then you put in the mix, and then once that's done, there's no better way to mix this up than to get some gloves on and give it a good mix with your hands. They're the best tool you've got. Don't worry about wooden spoons or anything else. Just give this a good thorough mix up. Okay, now put all this into the hopper and work fairly quickly. And once again, can't emphasize any more about the risk of bacteria. So you see I'll whiz through this quite fast, work as quick as I can, and then you'll see that it will come out of the hopper, go down the tube, through the auger, and then comes out very fine. And that's mixed with the spices, and then after that it's then ready and it can go into your sausages. Right, what I'm doing is getting the sausage stuffer ready. Give it a good spray it inside, and make sure everything is hygienic. Give it a wipe down. This is a 30-second spray, so it cleans it very quickly. And then what I'm going to do now is assemble the skin onto there. Once this is done, you'll find that you have to take your gloves off to work the skins. Now these skins have been soaked in warm water to get rid of any salt that they're sent in when they're first ready for use. Okay, next thing is to put the sausage mix in the hopper. This has been in the freezer for a little while as well as the fridge, so it's really ice cold. And you want to try to throw that in and get it in and push down as far as you can to eliminate any air going through when you rotate it. Right, okay, now I'm going to wind that down, and then it will gently push the meat down and then push the air out, and now tie the skin up. And I've took the gloves off because it's a lot easier to handle the skins. Just a slight grip on the end, not too firm, and turn the handle, and there you can see the sausages are coming out. You have to avoid the skins getting twisted up and just work as long as you can, and there you get a nice big Cumberland. Fancy frying that one up in the pan. You need a big pan for that one. Prick in the sausages to get rid of any air, cut the skin off and tie that into a knot as well. It's a bit awkward because they're a bit slippery. Butcher will do it a lot quicker than me, but here we go. Right, now what I'm going to do is even this out and then squeeze the top of it to get 2 even lengths, and then to start twisting into sausages. There you are, just the grip at the top, twist it over, and what you do with this is you work it one way and then work it back the other so that it doesn't untwist. So you can see I've got cling film on the worktop there to keep it all hygienic. So twist towards me, pinch again, twist it back the other way, and so on until you finish the process. Now go ahead with the pricker again, and that lets any air out and stops the sausages from bursting. It's just a bit of a guesswork as to how big you make it, but usually about a hand. And there we are, they're all done. And just show you, look at that lot. Thanks for watching the video, and maybe you learned something. There we are, done it. Cooked up a few of these sausages. I've made loads of them. I made about 40 or 50 out of that batch of meat. And I'm just going to cut one open and see what they're like. I won't take the biggest one or I'll get told off for that. But these usually taste out very good. So, good texture. And I'm just going to try part of this with a little bit of salt, a bit of freshly ground black pepper, and of course, the brown sauce. Right, and let's see how this goes. Looks very nice. That is very good. Hope you enjoyed me making this video. I understand not everybody's going to be able to do it, but this is an instructional video more than anything else for anybody who's interested. Anyway, hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all you people that have subscribed so far. It really helps the channel. And thank you, Jack, for your filming and your editing. See you all soon. Bye.